The University of Texas ended the 2003 football season with a 28-20 loss to Washington State in the Holiday Bowl. Not the way the Horns wanted to go out, but after another top 10 recruiting class and spring training over with, Coach Mack Brown and the rest of the team can't wait for next year.
After you leave the game like we left at the end of last year, team started over. And they understood. We had 6 great weeks at the end of the season, didn't finish like we wanted to, so they're back in a movement to try to be the best team we've had next fall.
I mean, it's been a big change around ever since the Washington State game. I mean, just coming in and seeing the team, how focused we've been, and chemistry, not worried about anything but coaches them saying. I mean, they tell them to do one thing, tell them to do another thing, but I don't hear no guys complaining about it. They're just going out there and fighting and working hard and just getting themselves prepared for the season.
One of the biggest questions following the Horns this year will be the effect new defensive coordinator Greg Robinson has on the defense, which gave up over 142 yards a game on the ground last year, 47th best in college football.
You know, I definitely think with the new coaches, they brought a lot of excitement to the defense. The defense is playing more disciplined than I've ever seen them.
Change is good. So, I mean, Coach Robinson came in and he's bringing a little something different to the table, and, you know, we're buying into it, and everybody's buying into it, so it's going to work.
One other big question hangs over Memorial Stadium, the quarterback situation. Will it be sophomore and fan favorite Vince Young, or the solid senior Chance Mock?
Me and Chance, I mean, we're great friends. I mean, we don't too much feed into that. We just go out there and just lead our team. I mean, they see that we don't worry about it, so they ain't gonna worry about it, so they gonna go out and just play. No matter who running the center, we're just gonna have to go out there and win some games.
Vince and I have a great relationship. We're going to go out and we're going to do whatever's asked of us, and it's not a big deal. I think a lot of time the fans make it a bigger deal than it really is.
Even after the good spring training and all the coaching and personnel changes, one fact remains. The Longhorns have not won the big game under Mack Brown, and until they do, doubt and controversy will swirl through the 40 acres.
I don't feel any selfishness on this football team at all, and that's something that you fight when you recruit highly recruited guys like we do, and right now we're headed in a positive direction with that fight.
The University of Texas went out with a bang last year, an internal explosion that resulted in a 28-20 loss to Washington State in the Holiday Bowl. But the Horns' hopes have resurfaced, fueled by another top 10 recruiting class, the return of a couple of key seniors, and a good-looking spring scrimmage.
And I think this is the best we've worked together as a team since we've been out here, because it wasn't about individuals and everybody was working. You didn't see anybody loaf tonight. You didn't see anybody take a play off.
Coach Mack Brown's biggest criticism at Texas has been his inability to win the big game. Last year, the defense seemed to crumble in those games, so Brown hired Kansas City Chiefs defensive coordinator Greg Robinson to make some changes.
The change is good. So, I mean, Coach Robinson came in and he's bringing a little something different to the table, and, you know, we're buying into it, and everybody's buying into it, so it's going to work.
I think there's a lot of fun things to watch there. I know it's going to be a hard-hitting team. We want to be the best tackling team and a physical team in the country.
The Horns will have to wear the big game monkey on their backs until sometime next season, which begins September 4th at home against North Texas. So until then, Longhorns and fans can hope all they want for a national championship.
We're not there. There's a lot of young guys out there, a lot of guys out there for the first time, and we don't know who we are yet. We told them tonight you hadn't beaten anybody, but you hadn't lost a game yet.
Mark Rogers, KTexas Sports.